This dentist in Houston, Texas consistently gains more than 42 brand new patients every month without paid ads. In this video, I'll show you their actual website, explain everything, and walk you through the SEO work we did to achieve these results. Before working with Overflow Cafe, they had a poorly optimized WordPress website and were overspending on ads. We solved that problem for them with search engine optimization. When SEO is done correctly, your revenue grows consistently over time without ads. It leads to progressive and consistent upward revenue growth organically. Good SEO strengthens your entire sales funnel. Potential patients see your brand over and over again across multiple platforms, so they're more likely to book with you when they're ready. And when they come to you, they bring their entire network of friends and family. Today, my client's dental website appears everywhere potential patients are searching. They generate consistent revenue from Google Search, Bing, Maps, social media, ChatGPT, AI overviews, and all the other major platforms while dramatically reducing their spending on advertising. The key results: more than 42 new patients every month consistently without ads, more than 1,300 top ranking keywords, more than 18,000 monthly website visitors, and a 1,400% increase in AI visibility. My team and I have been doing SEO since 1995. We've worked with hundreds of dentists all over the world, helping them increase visibility, attract high quality patients, and grow revenue through long-term SEO. Please visit my website link for a 90-day free trial, and let's jump right into this SEO project. HW, another wonderful client. Okay, let's take a look at this success story. So you start off with a very beautiful website, extremely well done in WordPress. It's got images, it's got videos, it's got just about every single thing you can possibly want to see on a dentist website. Some things need to be updated. Some of the fact pages, websites are always a work in progress. So if you check back in about 3 months, you'll see that. If you take a look, everything from header to footer is just extremely well done. It looks great on desktop. It looks even better on mobile. And it has all of the pages that you would expect to see. Take a look at the top menu here where you can request an appointment, book online. You've got contact us, a smile gallery, multiple frequently asked questions pages for their different technology, and of course, all of their various service pages. You've got links to their active social media. I really don't know what else you can possibly ask for on a website. This has just been so overpowered and well done. You've got an entire team page here. You've got patient testimonials here, and there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Here's one of their service pages for sleep apnea. This page is doing extremely well, bringing them a lot of business. Now, when we build out pages like this, it's not just about making it look nice. That's actually the least concern. The content needs to answer questions, and it has to be readable by all of the various AI platforms out there. It has to look good on both desktop and mobile. And it should convert all of the visitors into actual patients. Look at this brilliant, brilliant icons being used, stats boxes. It's really well done. Okay, moving along. You've got the contact page with a virtual tour of the inside of their facility, business hours, Google reviews, the phone number, the email, the fax numbers, every single possible thing that you could want. Probably the next thing I'll do next month or the month after is just move the authority bar higher up. Like I said, the to-do list is absolutely never ending. Let's take a look at how many blog posts this website has. 49 so far, with a goal of 75. and updating all of the ones that are, you see some haven't been updated in quite some time. So it's not something that could be done willy-nilly. We use Surfer SEO to plug everything in and then to go ahead and update accordingly. And we try to hit scores that are north of 80, in some cases 90, depending on the competition. And so here you see there are about 100 pages, and so posts would be blogs, and then pages would be things like this, where you're seeing this is a page that's dedicated to one of their cameras. And I see that upon further review, some of these pages are getting a thin content warning. So we're probably going to have to fix that. It's not much, but it's enough to warrant a further audit and inspection. Sometimes Google and other platforms will only see 300 words of text, and they'll say, no, you need at least 1,000, and we'll go ahead and we'll bump it up, and you'll see the warning go away. So all of these things take time. When you think that there's, about 100 pages and then 50 blog posts, it's not something that can be fixed quickly. It takes a couple weeks and a couple of months sometimes to fix these issues, and they pop up as we go along. So the AI visibility score was 0 when we started, and here's the graph here. It was around August of 2024. You see that top line here that says organic traffic at about 2,200. And then it was sideways for quite a long time until we got into 2025, and it's up and down and it's up and down. This graph doesn't really do it justice, but if you take a look at the raw number that's popping up in the box, you see that it goes to 14,000, goes back down to 12,000, goes down to 10,000, it goes down and up. But overall, it's an uptrend. 4,000 here, and then now it's hovering at about 18,400. I wouldn't be shocked if it dropped back down. Sometimes a hot topic will drive traffic to the website, but starting out around 2,270 and then averaging closer to 3,900, but then gaining 42 new patients every single month. That's the key number here. Anyway, back to AI visibility. It was 0, now it's 24. So there's 32 mentions from 27 cited pages. I definitely want to get this number higher. I would like to see over 100 mentions from 50 pages. That would make me pretty happy. Larger clinics, sometimes with larger budgets, if you've seen my other videos, have hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of mentions across hundreds of different pages. The authority score is fine. The traffic share is fine. Like I said, right now it's showing 18,000, but normally it's at around 4,000 to 6,000. So this is you see here 373% spike. But in July, it was about 3,800, which is more average for this website. Organic keywords, 1,300. There's no paid ads right at the moment. And 1,400 backlinks from 289 referring domains. We've been struggling a little bit with this, but as time goes on, I'm sure we'll do a lot better. Let's take a look at some of the keywords that are ranking really well. So 1,300 keywords, bringing in about 18,000 monthly visitors. And the value of that traffic at the moment is $21,000. What this means is if you were to go to Google Ads and pay for this traffic, they would be paying about $21,500 for Google Ads. Of course, they're obviously not doing that. They're paying significantly less than that for really good SEO. And let's take a look at some of the keywords that are driving them traffic. So Invisalign Dentist, Smile Makeover Houston, Texas, Sedation Dentistry Houston, Laser Bacterial Reduction. specific Westchase, which is just a part of the brand name, Houston Sedation Dentistry, and so on and so forth. And so there's all different kinds. Some are just informational. So Red Bull pH level, there's a blog about that. That's not necessarily going to bring you patients, obviously, but any keywords involving Houston, Texas, Houston and dentistry, Houston, Texas, sedation dentistry. Of course, they hold the #1 spot. And so they get lots and lots of, here's one that's really specific. So dentist 77077. So when somebody's looking up your specific zip code, and obviously you show up #1, and there's 70 of those people every month, you're probably going to gain anywhere from 3 to 7 of them, sometimes maybe more, 10 or more of them as your patients. And they come in and they bring their family. Best Houston Dentist, they're spot 1, of course. 50 people search for that every single month, and their homepage is ranking for that. Best Dentist in West Houston, of course, they're spot #1 for that. And only 40 people search for that every month. But think of it this way, 40 potential patients are searching for that every month, and they see you everywhere they go. They see you in ChatGPT, they see you in Maps, they see you in Google Search, they see you in AI Overview, they see you in Gemini, they see you in Bing. You know, obviously when they're actually ready, they'll end up selecting your clinic. And that's happening to these people 42 times every month without ads. Let's jump right into their Overflow Cafe dashboard. I can't show you everything, so I'm only showing you what I can. They could potentially gain 6,300 patients in total. And after that, they've maxed out. There's really nothing else left in the Houston market after they've gained about 6,300. So they'll top out there. But obviously, you're seeing your patients hopefully at least once a year, but probably twice a year for cleanings and then additionally for fillings and so on and general checkups and whatnot. New traffic potential, they could theoretically get to 53,000 visitors a month. They're at 18,000 right now. I honestly don't think they care to go that high. They don't have enough team members to handle that much intake. And there are 244 new keyword ranking opportunities, so we're working on getting them ranking for all of that. Let's take a look at their ranking progress. In just a little bit more than 2 years, we've moved them up over 8,800 spots in all of the various platforms. And again, some of their top ranking keywords would be Best Dentist in Houston, Westchase Dentist, West Houston Dental, Sedation Dentistry, Smile Makeover, Best Dentist Houston, Texas, and so on and so forth. So their grade is currently A+, and this obviously grades change over time. So last month it was a B+, and then it went up to an A-, it went back down to B+, it went to B. 2 years ago, this was an F grade, and it progressively moved up, it moved down, it moved up, and the main thing is that it trends upwards. So it's at an A+ right now. Maybe if I check it back again next month, it'll be a B+ or, you know, a B- maybe. Who knows? Who knows how things are changing so fast these days. But the main thing is it's constantly trending upwards. Currently, the website reputation is 100 out of 100. I think when they started with us 2 years ago, it was in the 30s. Website visibility it's 100 out of 100. Again, when they started out with us, it was like in the high 20s or low 30s. Blacklist monitor, we removed them from 1 blacklist in 2026, 1 blacklist in 2024, but otherwise the website is clean. Domain authority is still in the orange. We've worked so hard and we've tried to get them into the green probably another year. and they'll be in the green. Their spam score is 1%, which is excellent. Now, we've been having a big problem with the backlinks, building backlinks to this website. So I really have to make improvements to the content, and we'll be able to achieve better backlinks. And I'll show you what I mean in a moment. The spam score is 1%. When we started this project, it was about 50. And it progressively moved 49, 48, 47. I think last month it was 3, and now it's 1%, which is absolutely, it says excellent, but it should say above excellent. Okay, moving up this way. Oh, this is something I like to point out. The client has saved in about 2 years and a couple months, 4,400 hours. That's 4,400 hours of work that we've done that the client doesn't have to do, or that someone else doesn't have to do. How much is that worth to you to go spend 4,400 hours with your family or do your favorite hobby? Okay, we've removed over 1,500 toxic backlinks. Toxic backlinks are bad backlinks. I don't know why this website has so many, and there's still a lot more to remove. I don't know if a competitor has done something malicious against them. I don't know if it's just bad luck or a little bit of both, but they have a lot of bad backlinks pointing to them, and we spend a lot of time doing cleanup. And you can see here backlink growth. It's not as good as what I'd like. This chart is really out of whack, so I'm not even going to look at it too much, but you see like nothing happening, they gain a whole bunch, nothing's happening, they gain a whole bunch, nothing's happening. Usually you like to see a very consistent tick when it comes to these backlink charts. So definitely a lot more work to do. We've attempted 3,100 backlinks so far, and here you go. So the backlink quality is poor. It's only 15%. Now, when we started this 2 years ago, the quality was 0%, which was a shock to me. We've progressively increased it 1%, 2%, 3%, all the way up to 15%. And as we continue to remove these toxic backlinks, this number goes up. But the work is just ongoing. And there's 2,000 backlink opportunities, so we're working on building out all the new backlinks. As you can see here, we have built out about 2,400 successfully from 265 domains. So once all the other platforms like Google Search Console and SEMrush picks it up, you'll actually see this quality number go up. Like it'll probably make a jump to 45 within the next 2 years. So that's not bad. 3,100 actually attempted and about 2,400 successful. So that's actually quite good. It's just that some of the scores, like the backlink quality and then the toxic backlinks, it's almost a nightmare for me. Anyways, the client is happy and they're doing quite well. So how many new customers do you want? Please sign up on my website, try it for free for 90 days. We have an entrepreneur plan that's $80 a month. We have a professional plan that's $400 a month. We have a leader plan, which is $2,000 a month, and some people spend more. It really depends on how fast you're trying to grow and how big you are right at the moment. I hope to work with you, and I'll leave it at that. That's all the information I can share with you today. Achieving these results took hundreds of hours of work over many months, and the results continue to get better as time goes on. SEO is a long-term investment. When done correctly, the financial returns are extraordinary. Our standard operating procedure for SEO includes more than 200 line items of work that are specific to your business goals. To recap this project, we completed our SEO checklist of more than 200 tasks, such as website improvements, indexing problems, full keyword research, technical SEO, on-page SEO, content creation, image SEO, off-page SEO, ongoing backlink building, conversion rate optimization, and much more. The key results again, more than 42 new patients every month consistently without ads, more than 1,300 top ranking keywords, more than 1,800 monthly website visitors, and a 1,400% increase in AI visibility. Successful dental practices usually invest about 1% of their revenue into SEO. Trying to do SEO cheaply or quickly always leads to failure. My team and I have been doing SEO since 1995. We've worked with hundreds of great dentists all over the world, and some of them have sold their clinics and retired, and we now work with the new owners. We don't really work with startups anymore, but if you're an established business looking for help with SEO, please visit my website link for a 90-day free trial. Thank you for watching, and please feel free to like and subscribe.